during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And we're on the job. And I hope you're on the job with your health. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. And we'll start off the week talking about good things so that we can have good health, right? Hope you're having a good start to your day and a good start to your weekend. Your weekend was a good one. Maybe you got out a little bit now. Weather is improved in the Northeast and Midwest. We don't have blizzards and ice storms and whatnot going on, so people are able to get outside and move around a little bit, walk and, stay healthy. We hope. We hope that's what people are doing, right? We try to encourage that around here. It's important, among other things. We cover the gambit, and today I'm going to be reporting on a couple of stories in terms of covering the gambit where consumers beware. That's all I'm saying. Beware. Caveat emptor is one of those expressions. You don't make assumptions about what kind of service you're receiving and what kind of product you are receiving. You have to do your due diligence to make sure. I'll explain. Can't make it up either. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. We pay the bill, so the phone works. You can call. That's a toll-free number. Stephen will answer the phone. He's generally polite. He shook his head. He is. He's always polite. Not generally. He's not. Yeah. He's a nice guy. Call Stephen. Stephen will set you up and we'll get you on the air. Many of you know more about some things that I know about. And, listeners and viewers of the show often call in and they illuminate us, educate us. That's what this is about. This show is edutainment. That's what we do. Again, the number is 877-897-8255. Please visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. All shows, audio and video, can be found on demand at the website. The audio is under a link called Show Schedule, and it is what the title says it is. It's a schedule of the show. You can take a look at that. And then the video is right on the front, on the home page. So, now, since the birth of the internet and when it started and now where it is, in terms of people shopping on it, we're galaxies away from what originally was being done on the internet in terms of shopping. You can find almost anything you want on the internet, and you would never have to leave your home. You can have it shipped to your house. And believe it or not, one of the things that people purchase, they purchase all kinds of things on the internet. As you well know, it's all out there. from the holy to the profane, and there's a lot in the middle. I guess this falls somewhere in the middle. But people do purchase breast milk online. And you would think, well, people purchase breast milk because the mom can't feed the baby, so she wants breast milk. Well, there are adults that are ordering it as well. And whatever. I guess I could get into that, but I'll leave that alone. Turns out, you always have, there are scrupulous business people, and then there are those who, I don't know what. But 10% of there was a study done, and it was published in the journal Pediatrics. And 10% of the breast milk samples that they drew, that they purchased online, were topped off with cow's milk or baby formula. If you're watching, I have the story from Fox News giving them attribution. There may be some people listening to this show. There are a lot of people, thousands of people that listen to this show. So the odds are very good, statistically speaking, that certain viewers and listeners of the show have purchased breast milk online. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying that it's now become problematic, you see. This research was done by a group of folks, researchers, at the Nationwide Children's Hospital, including there were also researchers from the Ohio State University and Cincinnati's Children's Hospital Medical Center. And they purchased, these researchers did, and tested 102 samples of breast milk advertised on milk-sharing websites. Stephen, you're looking at me. Talk to me. When you give me that look, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, my ears perked up. It's just an interesting story.
What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, there's obviously there's a market for it. You were talking about the milk sharing websites.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's some women that just can't produce milk to feed the baby. So, when we were had our little one, just doing searches on random stuff with babies, we came across those.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What were they like? I've never been to one, I can't speak first.
I don't recall specifically, but I mean, there's a lot of it's kind of polarizing. People are either like, yeah, it's a good thing, it's fine, but there's also the safety issue as far as what kind of what's in the person's system that's doing the donating. And not only that, but
go ahead.
The connection to the mother and the baby, like that's a personal connection. And if it's milk that's not from the baby's mother, does that somehow affect the child differently than getting it?
I'm concerned about the safety issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I as a parent would be, and I suppose you and your wife felt the same way, because you never told me that you were doing that. I think you would have mentioned it to me that I mean, I'll buy shoes online, things to wear, typically things to eat. Boy, before I do that, it's got to be, I have to be almost nearly 100% certain that this is going to be safe. And formula, baby's formula, it's one thing. There are adults that would buy the milk and they drink it. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and that's fine, whatever. But giving it to an infant, for our baby, I don't know.
Yeah, if my wife wasn't able to, I think we would just do formula. I don't think we could actually go through with doing
I'd be afraid.
A surrogate, so to speak.
If it came from a hospital, maybe, I don't know. Who are the sources? I didn't go and look and see. Who are the sources? Maybe there are some listeners or viewers of the show who have some experience with this. If you'd like to call in and share and inform and illuminate this topic, I would be very grateful. I've never had occasion to even think about this all that much until I came across this story. That's one of the things about doing this show. There's always something to learn. I'll have more to tell you about this. This is interesting. And then I'll report on the story about, you talk about a bad vacation. This moves beyond that. And you can't make it up. And this is tragic. And it's not as if this particular family that I'll report on took the cheap route here, with the, high end all the way, and a tragedy. I'll share and I'll tell you about it. 877-897-8255. That's why I said these two stories in particular, consumer beware, buyer beware, caveat emptor. Watch what you're doing, watch what you're buying, think it through. But sometimes even when you do that, you get in trouble.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back, and welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening and whatever you may be doing. It's great to be with you. I'm reporting on a study where, or a story and a study where these researchers took a sample. They purchased and tested 102 samples of breast milk that was advertised on milk sharing websites. And what they discovered after they analyzed the product was that all the purchases contained human milk, but 11 also contained bovine DNA, cow's milk. So what they did was they created their own mixture of human and bovine milk and created a reference curve, they said, from which they estimated what proportion of milk may have been cow's milk. And then they used some sort of molecular test to differentiate between human milk and cow's milk, but also to detect the level of cow's milk in the liquid that they purchased. And then that allowed them to exclude accidental contamination from their findings, so to speak. Of the 11 contaminated samples, one tested for minor accidental contamination, which suggests, they said, a notable number of sellers intentionally added cow's milk or infant formula to the human milk. By the way, infant formula can also be made from cow's milk. All the things you learn. One of the co-researchers in the study, Dr. Jesse Kiewick, an associate professor of microbiology at Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, he told Fox News that, quote, "In all honesty, I'm not that surprised. Sellers charge per ounce of milk. Cow's milk is about 100 times cheaper than breast milk you can buy online." They paid, these researchers in buying their samples, they paid anywhere between $1 and $4 per ounce. So human beings, being what they are, right, especially when they're trying to make money, and if they're unscrupulous, will do whatever they can to make more money doing something that is not ethical, sometimes and more often illegal. I don't know what laws were violated here. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's some legal issue. I don't think you can do that, right? You're misrepresenting what you're selling. Now, there's been apparently there's this growing momentum and tendency of women purchasing breast milk online. There isn't a lot of research apparently looking at why they do that. I mean, I guess we could hypothesize about that, but many experts are saying this is not something that you probably want to do. According to Dr. Kiewick, I don't know if I'm pronouncing Dr. Kiewick's name correctly, but Dr. Kiewick said an estimated 12,000 breast milk transactions were made in 2012. Now they think it's somewhere up around 50,000. A Dr. Amy Hare, a neonatologist and director of the neonatology nutrition program at Texas Children's Hospital, said, "I would not recommend under any circumstances for a family to purchase unscreened donor milk online." That's exactly what I said. My God, you don't need to be a physician to figure this out. Come on, people. Dr. Hare was not involved in the study, but she does focus on neonatal nutrition, human milk, and growth for infants. So she knows what she's talking about, I guess, right? You really don't know what you're getting here. It's one thing to buy a garment online. It's another thing, to buy a machine online of some sort. It's another thing to buy milk online, formula. breast milk online. Who do you know who donated that milk? What? And you're going to feed that to your infant? Come on. And there's some other obvious things here too. What about allergies? What if your infant has an allergy to cow's milk? Unknown donors, of course. Now, certainly, for example, the American Academy of Pediatrics does recommend that, moms, if they can, breastfeed their infants. Why? We've talked about this on the show over the years. The breast milk provides immune factors and antibodies that, get transferred into the baby, which will prevent infection. The immune system is a sentinel of the body. An infant's immune system doesn't come, an infant doesn't come into the world with the immune system fully developed. It's still developing. So it's, they're not fully protected. Furthermore, human milk, breast milk, has important nutrients in it. And we also know from the research that when babies that are breastfed have higher IQs. I'm not making that up. It's brain boosting. And there are minerals, these micronutrients, vitamins and minerals in the milk. But breast milk diluted with cow's milk? Come on. What if the donor mother had an infection? What about that? Or what if she was a heavy smoker? What if she was a heavy drug user or an alcoholic? There's this thing called epigenetics. What the mother eats then affects how genes express in in the feet. Once the baby is born, yeah, a lot of things to consider here.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement, or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to improve even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good look. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the result. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
For the first
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back and through the halfway portion of this first part of the show. Okay, so summertime is on its way, and people make plans to go on vacation. This is good. It's a good thing. And some people are very careful about doing that. And, well, they should be. And they make the plans. Well, there was a family in Delaware that did exactly that. And they decided to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands for vacation. Apparently, this Delaware family, they booked themselves into this apparently high-end hotel in Seren USA Resort in St. John. So they go, and next thing you know, they start to get sick. Well, what happened? And they were in a luxury villa, no less, right? I think, what, $1,000 a day, some ridiculous number probably. Well, unbeknownst to the family, the villa was treated with pesticide. Mm-hmm. So the paramedics the family's getting sick. They get sick. And they find methyl. What happens is they find methyl bromide was sprayed in this villa where the family was staying. Methyl bromide is bad news. And a EPA spokesperson said, Elias Rodriguez said, our preliminary results do show that there was a presence of methyl bromide in the unit where the family was staying. Exposure to methyl bromide can cause serious health effects, including central nervous and respiratory system damage. This is according to the EPA. The use of that pesticide, I'll tell you how bad it is. The use of that pesticide is restricted in the United States because it is acutely toxic. And it's not permitted to be used indoors. And only certified professionals are permitted to handle it and use it, and only in certain agricultural settings. Oh, really? So this is on plants that we're eating? Really? Okay. And this Mr. Rodriguez from the EPA said, it's an ongoing investigation. We're still on the island doing our assessment. Apparently they fumigated the villa at this resort on March 18th, and where environmental regulations and laws were violated. See, you don't know what you're walking into. A Judith Enoch, a regional administrator for the EPA, said pesticides can be very toxic, you think? And it is critically important that they be applied properly and used only as approved by EPA. This is U.S. Virgin Islands, so that's why the EPA is involved here. The EPA, she said, is actively working to determine how this happened and will take sure steps and will make sure steps are taken to prevent this from happening to others at these vacation apartments or elsewhere. Now, as I said, this was high end. Depending on the time of the year, this is now vacation time. You know that they're going to ring you up like a pinball machine. The luxury villa where this family was staying rents at somewhere between $550 and $1,200 a night. pesticide not, I guess pesticide included. 2 of the children are still in a coma. Really? I mean, can you imagine the mother and father must be just. I'm trying to find out what happened to the dad here, because I have various reports of this story in front of me. Terminex, the company that sprayed the pesticide, you talk about a PR nightmare for them, said, quote, "The company is committed to performing all work in a manner that is safe for our customers, employees, and the public and the environment." Well, not in this case, and is looking into this matter internally with cooperating with authorities. Well, you damn well better. Somebody is in a lot of trouble. We're thinking about the family. Yeah, you're thinking about the family suing you. That's what you're thinking about. And we join the community in wishing them a speedy recovery. Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? The family already has a lawyer. James Marin, an attorney who has been a spokesperson for the family, has not responded to requests for comment. The SEC filing described the injuries to the family members as serious. Sure enough. So there you go. You see? People trying to have a nice vacation and, unbeknownst to them, end up getting really sick. Terrible. Stephen, when you went on that cruise, there were no incidents, right?
Not with me or my family, no. I don't know if there was on the ship, though. There could have been something that happened to somebody, but yeah, we were all fine.
Got lucky this time. What happened to you what was that vacation where you went into the pool and something happened? What happened?
I was just staying at home and just there for was off for like a week or so, and I was pretty much at the pool every day, like go there in the morning, come back to the place in the afternoon, get some food, and then back. And one day they apparently, I thought they were cleaning it, where they just put in a couple of the chlorine and things like that, but they actually shocked the pool, which is, when they put in a heavy dose of chlorine and who knows what else. Well, the guy that was doing that said about 30 minutes and you can go back in. So I just did that, assuming he cleaned it. And just being there back and forth so much in that pool after it had been shocked, I don't know if they overshocked it, but eventually I got sick with basically chlorine poisoning.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You were pretty sick.
Yeah.
Honestly. That was your vacation time. Mm-hmm. Then you had another episode when you went on vacation, didn't you? Wasn't there one before that?
Yeah, it was on the cruise. It was towards the end of it, and my daughter got sick first with a tummy bug, and then shortly after we got back, I got the same bug.
I don't know. You think you should you took vacation this year, and it was uneventful in terms of there was no drama.
No.
Oh, telling you. You report on these things. Can you imagine what this family is going through? 2 of those children are still in a coma.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient, Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Over the many years we've been doing this show, there's been more than a few occasions where I've talked about successful aging and all that that means and how people can live a longer life with quality of life. So it's interesting to see how that theme has now filtered into the mainstream media. Years ago, not so much. You would find articles, they called it back then, the phrase was, or the term was anti-aging. That term is still used. A lot of experts don't like it. Whatever. So now this theme has become has moved its way into popular culture, mainstream media. You'll find articles being published by CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, all kind of blogs on it, whatever. So it always catches my eye because I'm interested to see what they have to say. On CBSNews.com, I came across a story where they were talking about, the title of it was Tips for Living Longer. Watch what happens here. Right out of the chute, if you're watching, we're showing that the first page of this, and it says live longer. They say, and I'm quoting now, a new study adds whole grains to the list of things that will help you live longer. But it's not the only step you can take to prolong the good years. Okay, right out of the box, we now have an issue. Why? Because as you well know, if you listen to this show, I have guests that come on frequently that will say, talking about wheat belly, grain brain, not eating grains, you shouldn't, whatever. Totally contradictory to what, in fact, they say that eating these grain-based products is a bad thing. So here you have a study saying that eating grains, and if you click on this is like on a carousel, that this is a good thing to do, that eating grains is good. The study released in BMC Medicine in March 2015 suggested that eating generous amounts of cereal fibers, they said, will boost your health. Whole grains, they said, also can help reduce the risk of death from several causes, including cancer, diabetes, by nearly 20%, end quote. If that would have come across, and we're showing that on your screen, if that would have been published 5 years ago, 7 years ago, probably no big deal. Today, this isn't. In fact, there are some experts that would say just the opposite will happen here. That you're increasing your risk of death from several causes, including cancer and diabetes, by 20% or more. That's what they would say. Dr. Perlmutter and others. So I find this rather humorous. Okay, what else do they recommend? Sweating it out, they said. Sweat it out. A Finnish study that involved men suggested a link between longer life and frequent visits to saunas. Okay. And then what they were suggesting, like a Mexican, they showed a photo or an image of a Mexican spiritual healer in some sort of, looks like a dome, brick dome, where they're, I guess, raising the temperature. And then they showed these guys, more modern guys, in some sort of, looks like the bathing suits were given by the sauna. The credit, the saunas, apparently, the study was released in February. I think I reported on this study that the saunas reduced, there were fewer deaths from heart attacks, strokes, and various heart-related conditions and other causes when men in the study took frequent saunas. It's kind of provocative, isn't it? I'm fresh out of a sauna at home, and I am not going into the sauna at the gym. Thank you very much. Then, another recommendation to live longer from the CBSNews.com website was go eat nuts. They report, I give them credit, at least they're citing the studies. The researchers said that nuts in this study, such as walnuts are always mentioned in these studies, contribute to better health. All kinds of nuts. What about peanuts? The researchers discovered that people who ate nuts 2 or 4 times a week had a 13% lower chance of dying during the study compared with those who didn't eat nuts. Even peanuts, which get a bad rap, were found to be beneficial. So when you're at the bar and the bartender puts down that big bowl of nuts, you can rationalize your being there. Say, well, the nuts are good for you. It's that all that alcohol you consume that you can hardly walk out the door that's killing you. Okay, another tip for living longer. Spend time with your buddies. Loneliness. I just reported on a study last week about loneliness, that loneliness is connected to poorer health, especially in the elderly. So these researchers at the Institute of Epidemiology and Healthcare at the University College London said that hanging out with friends will prolong the lives of the elderly. I reported on that study. I beat you guys to the punch. Eating your veggies. No news here. If I've said that once, I've said it a million times. Eating fruits and vegetables promotes better health, but not every veggie meal, they said, is created equal. For example, they said Italian researchers have found that eating as little as one cup of raw veggies can add an additional 2 years to your life, whereas cooking them can deplete up to 30% of the antioxidants in the vegetables. So you raw foodists out there may be on to something. Another tip for living longer. This will get conservatives in an uproar. Think liberally. This is funny. Really? Politics makes its way into... Yeah. They give the apparently the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health reported in that there was a study that gives the edge to liberals when it comes to living longer. I don't know what they're doing. So these are some of the tips that CBS News was offering to live longer. And then be happy, just be happy. Yeah, okay. I reported on that too many times. Happiness and health, they go together. There are some tips for living longer. They're doable. Be back.
made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Great to be with you on this Monday edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. Hope you're having a good start to your week and your day is off to a good start. I'm saying off to a good start because the show does go on the air 9 a.m. Eastern, and it's on for 2 hours. And the show is syndicated, so it does play at different times in different markets. You have to check your local listings to see when it airs. But if you want to listen to it live or watch it, please go to my website at letstalknutrition.com. You can do both there. And everything is on demand if you can't listen to the show or watch it at the time that we're on, maybe even in your market. So we provide that. And please visit my the LTN Facebook page, facebook.com, then / Let's Talk Nutrition. And then on Twitter as well. My guest in this portion of the show is going to be, because he's waiting in the wings, is Bruce Topping. Bruce has been a regular guest on the show and for a good while now, and he never disappoints. He always has something to say. And when we finished up that first portion of the show, I was talking about that CBSNews.com story where they were talking about tips for living longer. It was interesting. And right out of the chute, they were talking about the study where people eating whole grains had better health, lived longer, and so on. And I said that was in total contradiction to what many people believe currently about grains, whole, half, or otherwise. And you would be one of them, wouldn't you, Bruce?
Well, I take a pretty nuanced view on that one. I don't think grains are necessarily bad for everybody.
Well, there you go.
But I do think that most people eating the industrially refined grains that still often bear the name whole. I walk into stores and I can look at a box of Lucky Charms and it says whole grains.
It does? I haven't looked at a box of Lucky Charms. You have kids, so I guess you have occasion to do that. It does say that on the box.
Yeah, oh yeah. You go to those breakfast cereals that are, loaded with crazy amounts of sugar and crazy amounts of damaged refined oils and then synthetic vitamins. And, they're going to tell people these are whole grains. Now, the other thing I would say about this trial is that it's epidemiology, where are we picking up the effect of whole grains, or are we seeing the trappings of people who are trying to be healthier? In other words, did they control for smoking less, exercising more, drinking more water, being wealthier, having an easier life? I mean, there's these statistical aggregations where they aggregate thousands of people and track them based on some dietary factor. I find usually worthless. I'll just be honest. I think that you're usually looking at epidemiology. It's just that all they are associations. And
they're correlations. Okay. We're having a technical issue, so we're gonna put you in suspension here. And Stephen's going to call you, Bruce, if you're listening to me. When he comes back, as a researcher, I understand what Bruce is saying, his argument. I don't necessarily agree with him. I think epidemiological studies are very important. And when you're doing experiments, what you try to do, epidemiological study is not an experiment. clearly, because you're not controlling for all of the air that is floating around in the ether in those kinds of studies. With experiments, whether they are true experimental design or what we call a quasi-experimental design, you're trying to control for some of the air, some of the noise, some of the confounding factors. There are different terms for that. But you can't always do experiments, and you can't always do double-blind, placebo-controlled trials where there's more control over the air. So a lot of the research is epidemiological in nature, where it's correlational. But even with these double-blind, placebo-controlled trials, you can't always get to causation either. But you have to remember, before you have causation, you have to have a relationship. There has to be a correlation. So, and I understand. I don't know if Bruce is back or not. Maybe he's not. Stephen will give me a cue. He's trying to get him on a better line. Sometimes you have to take what you can get as a researcher. It's always nice to want to do, the best study of all time, and you like a random sample, but sometimes you can't get a random sample. Then there's what we call in the business a convenience sample. Was not randomly selected. Those kinds of when a sample is not randomly selected, you cannot then make general inferences to the overall population. You can't do that. Researchers do that often, though. They'll draw a convenience sample, collect the data, get their findings, and then generalize to the population. You can't do that. You cannot do that. That is theoretically, technically, statistically, methodologically wrong. But it's done all the time. So I don't know, Bruce, you're back. I don't know if you heard what I said. I said I partially agree with you. I know that you have a stronger view about this. As a researcher, I always say you have to take what you can get, and sometimes you can do it. Yeah. You can't do a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. You have to do whatever you're able to do. That's all. And epidemiology is a big field, and there's a lot of epidemiological studies. And I understand that the data is correlational in nature, but it doesn't dismiss it as worthless, I don't think. But I know you take a stronger view.
Yeah, I mean, maybe worthless is too strong of a word, but I just think that we've gotten, so much of these correlations made. There's been like decades of these studies, and all these questions are generated. And I think it's time to do a randomized trial rather than just looking at these kind of correlations and associations.
It's hard to do, though. See, that's the problem. Yeah. It's expensive, and you always don't get the kind of support that you need, even if it's a government study. You'd be amazed. I mean, there's politics involved. It's crazy. I mean, and there's heavy competition for the funding. I mean, there's a lot of things that the people don't know, and you're right. Many of these, and there's a lot of slipshod science that's done. A lot of junk science. I agree with you, but I was thinking of you. I thought you had a more strict view when I was reporting on that's what they started off with, that eating. They said a study, and I remember reporting on this study. A study released in BMC Medicine, which is a pretty good journal, in March of this month. I reported on it. Suggested that eating generous amounts of cereal fibers can boost your health, they said. Whole grains also can help reduce the risk of death from several causes, including cancer and diabetes, by nearly 20%, end quote. I know people that would say, they would just reverse it and saying eating whole grains would increase the risk of death from several causes, including cancer, diabetes, by nearly 20%, right? Now, you know people like that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there are people that won't touch a grain with a 10-foot pole.
I know. I mean, can you imagine if tomorrow all grain-based products were removed from grocery stores? There would be a panic. There would be a panic.
Yeah. People would be freaking out in the streets. They wouldn't know what to eat.
What? No, there's no Captain Crunch? What?
It's the pizza and the pasta.
Oh,
and
my
the
God.
and the cereal.
Oh, my God. People would go into anaphylactic shock. You think they would get stung by a bee?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's true.
I know.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
It'd be very difficult. I mean, there would be a rebellion. Yeah, we're gonna have a prohibition on grains, just like we did with alcohol, which is made from grains, by the way.
The bootleggers would start selling it at speakeasies. You'd have to go get your cup of oats.
What's your dad do?
The local bar.
What's your dad do? He's running bread loaves of bread at night in the truck. Well, back with Bruce Topping.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in 1 capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less. Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local Vitamin Discount Center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll free at 1-844-871-0069.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Bruce Topping. He's never without some point of view. And I always like that because I like guests that will take a position, have a point of view. Whether you agree or disagree or you're somewhere in between, that's okay. I like discussion. I like conversation. I like to provoke thought. And so I can always count on him to say something provocative. He usually does. Which is good. Bruce, welcome back. Last week I was talking about digestive health, and over the weekend I had occasion, just by coincidence, two people I bumped into came up to me and talked to me, and both were digestive issues. And I was the argument I made last week on the show was that when people talk about, and research focuses on cancer, heart disease, usually death, shorter life, death. I mean, it's pretty dark. I mean, there's a lot of drama associated with it, and the high risk and so on. With digestive disorders and diseases, you don't find that same kind of rhetorical tone and some of the rhetorical themes of death and dying. Sometimes you do. But people suffer with the whole constellation of digestive diseases and disorders. And believe you me, as you well know, there are many of them. And as a result, what I think is happening, here's my point. I wanted to get your take on this. I think that while in popular culture now, even there's a lot of conversation about digestive disorders like IBS and Crohn's disease and so on, I still think that it is under reported, underestimated, maybe even undertreated. I don't know. Maybe I've gone too far in that point of view. What's your take?
Absolutely agree. In fact, Dr. Garko, this is my wheelhouse. I'm a digestive guy, and I absolutely think that we are hitting on one of the biggest frontiers in medicine that to me, it's like almost a forgotten organ that we only discovered in the 90s, that now we're starting to look at people's ecology. We're really taking note that they have an entire ecosystem in their gut, and that these pounds of bacteria that exist inside of our body help run the show. They run the hormones, the neurotransmitters, the immune signals. And it's so, I guess what I'm saying is that modern medicine starting to dive into this and starting to treat people and study this, to me, is just really a long time coming. And I absolutely agree that it is the future, that I think people eventually are going to go to the doctor, and no matter almost what type of ailment they're suffering, whether it's stuff wrong with their brain or stuff wrong with their thyroid or their joints hurt or they're just low energy, that the doctor in the future will start to look into the gut and that ecology, that giant ecosystem that lives in our gut. So I couldn't agree more with you that most people who are battling virtually any disease, even cancer, I think that we can start to look at the healing journey that needs to take place in their gut, and that should be where we start almost everybody and every time.
Well, gastroenterologists, that go to medical school, traditional medical school, but even, I don't know what naturopathic doctors are doing in their practice with this kind of issue, but gastroenterologists deal with this stuff all the time, but I'm not so sure that they have the kind of training that would, beyond prescriptions, and I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it may be a function of training. I wonder how many of them now are prescribing probiotics. I'm sure that they must offer diet and lifestyle recommendations in the practice beyond prescriptions. But like I was writing an article over the weekend on irritable bowel syndrome. And my God, people suffer. They don't necessarily die. The death rate from irritable bowel syndrome isn't, something that's being reported in the news. I mean, it's just not, because it's not like cancer. It's not like heart disease. But people suffer with irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's disease. I mean, their quality of life can be just torn apart, right?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I've met so many people. I think this is one of the hidden epidemics. Like you're saying, we don't hear about it like diabetes on the rise or heart disease on the rise. We don't hear the scary statistics, but you're right. I mean, I meet people all the time who it's a dominant factor in their life. It's like they know where every toilet is on the way to work and on the way home from work.
Can you imagine?
They live their life. I know I can. As somebody who travels for a living, it would mean that I could not do my job if I had those kinds of bowel problems. My heart goes out to them, and I always want them to know that there are a lot of tools. And I think that you're right. Most gastroenterologists just simply aren't trained on diet modification or using herbs or enzymes or probiotics. And that's not to diminish them. I know some gastroenterologists, and they're real smart people, and they help a lot of folks. So it's not that we're throwing them under the bus. They're doing everything they can and are fighting the good fight. But I think there are now tools available that were not taught to them in the medical schools and even in the 90s. That there's just so many new avenues, new therapeutic strategies.
Absolutely.
That are underexplored, and I think that's changing. So I'm so
I hope
excited
so.
that it's happening.
Well, I wanted to talk with you about this, and maybe I know that this is one of your areas that you really focus a lot on and devote a lot of your time and attention in your talks that you give to people and in your face-to-face interpersonal interactions with people as you meet them throughout your travels when you're educating out there, all the time. So when we come back, we'll talk more with Bruce Topping. We'll see what he would recommend that's doable.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essential Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to improve even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good look. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the result. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine, too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Now what?
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Over the weekend, I was working on a piece talking about irritable bowel syndrome. And I reported in the article that it's estimated that IBS affects about 3 to 20% of the adult population, with most estimates putting it at a range from 10 to 15%. And I reported that. And as I was reporting it, it's from a documented source. It's from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases. It's a government outfit. The thought that crossed my mind, Bruce, was that another fact is that only 5 to 7% of the adult population has been diagnosed. In other words, it's underdiagnosed and underreported. I'm just talking about IBS. I would be willing to bet any amount of money that it's far more, and I'll take the high end, 20% of the population suffering from IBS. I think it's far more than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's hard to diagnose. I run into a lot of people who have been to the gastroenterologist even. They've made an appointment, and they went in and they ran all these tests, and the doctor told them that they look fine, that the tests did not reveal any certain conditions. And yet they continue to suffer with what they would define as irritable bowel. And so I think you're right. A lot of people really struggle with IBS or some condition that resembles it, and it's difficult to pin down sometimes. And you know, I think that what we're learning about IBS is that it's not necessarily mechanical, and that's why it's hard to diagnose. But if we send, use lab tools and we measure their stool and we look at, the distension and the amount of bloating, and we look at the markers of inflammation in their bowel, we look at all these things, and they honestly don't look that different from the healthy control groups. And so it's kind of maddening for those folks that are suffering. They're like, what is going on? What is the problem here?
Well, you make an interesting point. You make an interesting point. Irritable bowel syndrome is characterized in the literature as a functional gastrointestinal disorder, meaning that its symptoms are caused by changes in how the GI tract works. More specifically, what I'm saying, it's characterizing IBS as a functional GI disorder means that it is not a disease, but rather it is a disorder with frequent symptoms like pain, discomfort, constipation, loose stools, hard stools. It goes on and on. It's a functional disorder. They don't even call it a disease in the literature. Right. They call it a disorder. And then consequently, because it's a disorder, it doesn't get it's just a disorder. And, oh, by the way, they also report that all of the kinds of symptoms don't damage the gastrointestinal tract. I wonder about that, but I'm just using IBS as an example, but I don't want to get too far into the weeds on that. I'm just trying to make a point that I think that currently digestive diseases and disorders are just as critically contributing to the demise of the health of the population generally as are heart disease and cancer. But because people don't drop dead or die in large numbers with those other two diseases, it's sort of like, well, okay, we'll just get along and try to figure it out and, and so on and so on. In the meantime, people suffer. Like you said, people with Crohn's disease, irritable bowel, they have to know where every bathroom is on the way to work. Right?
Yeah. And forget like going out on a cruise ship, going on vacation, or, doing anything involving air travel, or
oh my God.
There's so many limitations on your life when you have to live like that. And not to mention the constant abdominal pain, the cramping. I mean, that would make
people tell me, they say it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Do you run into folks on the road and when you're teaching and whatnot? Do you run into people with these kinds of disorders? Do they talk to you much? Or are they embarrassed?
We're a digestive health company, so I think we get, it's almost a pre-selected audience. But if they're coming to my lecture about digestive health and probiotics, you can bet that they already are suffering from some of these conditions. So yeah, I feel like I wade through it all day, every day, and try to help people get some answers and help them on to finding new tools.
What did, coming out of Garden of Life, what are your best-selling, what would be the best-selling products to people that are suffering from digestive disorders? What really rings the register for your company?
Well, that's easy. That's the raw probiotics and the raw enzymes and the raw fibers.
And I noticed you with every one of those you preface them with the word raw. Explain to the listener what does that mean generally, and what does it mean to Garden of Life specifically? What does it mean?
Yeah, so the word raw, basically we're trying to announce that the product is free of industrial processing. So we're talking about things like bleaching or extrusions or all kinds of solvents or chemical treatments. We really want to use products that aren't full of binders and lubricants and glazes and fillers and weird laboratory polymers. Because when I look at a lot of products, especially at like the drugstore, I mean, it's different when you walk into a store like, Vitamin Discount Center or a real health food store type of environment. They have a great set of products that are free of binders and weirdo garbage in the pill. But gosh, I mean, we're trying to formulate products that have true, what I would call practitioner level potency. Meaning that we're going to shoot for cell counts in our probiotic that are, 50 billion up to 400 billion. Whereas a lot of what's been on the shelf is, 5 billion, 10 billion. It's just not even close. Or we're going to make enzymes that have, really serious activity. I think people tend to price shop. They walk in and they buy the cheapest enzyme they can find. And if they take 10 or, 20 of those, they'll get what's in one pill of ours. So the raw enzymes are really strong in terms of activity and types of breadths of enzymes. But also it's free of all the weird binders and fillers and coatings. So it's not going to send any titanium dioxide into your bowel when you already have digestive problems.
What's titanium? Where does that? Wait a minute! I was going to stop you right there. What are you talking about? What is that? Where does that come from? What's going on now?
So a lot of products use fillers, and it's there to save money for the company, right? So like I just threw out one for example, like titanium dioxide, which is used like if you go to the paint store, they're using titanium dioxide in like Benjamin Moore paints. It's not something that humans should be eating, and yet it's found in so many supplements. It was just one example. You could also look at dyes and colors, or you could look at hydrolyzed polymers like hydroxypropylmethylcellulose or carnauba wax or shellac resins. I mean, there's just so many things in these products that really aren't good for us.
I guess, and that's why you emphasize raw, right?
That's right. Yeah, we're just trying to make products that are clean, that aren't full of industrial lubricants and waxes and fillers.
I don't know. Commercial enterprise, making money, making profit, sometimes at the cost of the consumer.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com. We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready-mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, they suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
My guest is Bruce Topping, and he's an educator for Garden of Life, and they're a great company. And I was reporting on irritable bowel syndrome. In terms of its prevalence, here's the LTN health question of the day. At the top end, what percent of the population supposedly suffers from irritable bowel syndrome? I'm picking the top number. Is it 10%, 20%, or 30%? I gave the statistic a bit ago, and I gave it as a range. Is it 10%, 20%, or 30%? 877-89. I'll give you two choices. Is it 10% or 20%? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. That's the LTN health question of the day. Right answer, you win a $25 supplement gift card. I just feel so strongly about this, Bruce, that I do think modern society, I know it's characterized by heart disease and cancer. I get that. But you know what? I think there are tens of millions of people walking around undiagnosed, being untreated, suffering from gastrointestinal diseases and disorders, and many of them don't even know it. They just feel uncomfortable, and they're somehow trying to muscle their way through the day. You know that?
Yeah, that's right. They're accustomed to it. I've met many people who just have never had good, healthy, normal bowel function, and it's just something that they live with, and they think it's normal.
Oftentimes, it begins early in life. It begins in infancy, Bruce. You know,
that's right.
Go ahead.
The sales of antacids have gone up like threefold for infants. You know that now we're putting 3-month-olds and 6-month-olds on acid-blocking medication.
That's unbelievable. So, raw fiber, raw probiotics, raw enzymes. Do you find generally, is it just a nice, natural thing to say, or does that stuff work? I want to hear your take on it. Tell me the truth. Does it work?
Well, I mean, nothing bats 1,000, right? I'll say there are people who can take probiotics and enzymes and still their symptoms persist. But often it is almost magical. When people start digesting their food and starting to liberate proteins and minerals and getting those things absorbed and starting to repair the mucosal lining of their bowel. I mean, this is why I work for Garden of Life, because sometimes people come into the store after using a good digestive regimen like raw probiotics and raw enzymes, and they're in tears because it has changed their life, and that's no joke.
I know. I keep saying this. The quality of life that is just destroyed. And I know somebody, it's funny you mentioned this. You mentioned that. You said when people suffering from these different diseases and disorders of the bowel or the intestine, for example, like Crohn's disease, irritable bowel, they know where every bathroom is on the way to work, or they have to plan a trip. They have to figure out how they're going to manage this and whatnot, and all the embarrassment. I know somebody that actually has to do this. And believe you me, her life, I mean, we just take stuff for granted. We get in the car, we drive to work, we go on vacation, get on a plane. We don't think anything of it, right? These people, they have, I mean, it's almost like, and oftentimes they can't do the things that they would like to do because of it, right?
That's right. And it makes people depressed. I think that it leads to other more systemic problems. I mean, living that way, you can imagine when you can't, have fun and, your whole life is just really tethered to these ailments and these symptoms, then it takes over. And I think a lot of people become kind of neurologically depressed or just anxious about it, and it tends to affect that system too.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Nakusa, Wisconsin. We're getting a lot of calls these days from Wisconsin. I'm delighted. Barb, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, and I hope to God it's not snowing.
Nope, it's not snowing here.
Good. For a
Further
change.
north it is, but not here.
What?
In northern Wisconsin, more was snowing, but...
It was?
Yep.
This is April.
They got about 7-8 inches.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Wow. Bruce, do you go up into Wisconsin?
Yeah, I go to Green Bay. It's cold up there.
Yeah. Do you ever go to what is it? Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Have you ever been?
That's right by Nakusa, yes.
Okay. Have you ever been there, Bruce?
Yeah, I sure have.
Have you ever been to Family Natural Health Food store there? There's a health food.
Yeah, I do believe I have. Yeah.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, I go to a lot of stores. I go to thousands of stores.
Oh my God. Well, Barb, it's nice to talk to you, and thank you for calling. So, and I think this is an underestimated statistic, but the prevalence of irritable bowel syndrome, what do you think is it? You think it's 10% or 20%?
I thought 20%.
Yeah, it's 20%, but I think it's more than that. Congratulations, you won a $25 supplement gift card. And I wish you enjoy your spring, enjoy your summer. You deserve it.
Okay.
Thank you. One of my technical producers was asking me about gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Do you have any ideas about that and how to, from a dietary or supplement perspective, to deal with that?
Yeah, it's mostly about the valves, not the amount of acid. That's the big myth. So I really emphasize trying to cut down the fermentation vat in the stomach.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Well, a lot of times when foods sit in the stomach for too long, we don't have enough acids or enzymes. Then all the machinery sort of slows down, and now foods sit in the stomach for much longer than they should, and they create gases and foam that rise into the throat, and that's where the irritation and burning is coming from. It's not too much acid; it's that the valves and the timing of the drainage are dysregulated. So to me, it's about cutting off flours and dairy for a while, not the rest of their life. But those things ferment and form a gluey type of consistency. Mm-hmm. Then I recommend an enzyme with meals and a probiotic maybe a couple of times a day, even once a day. And then a good a bitters, like a good herbal bitters. And there's many digestive bitters out there. Mm-hmm. And finally, the last thing is to try to eat bone stock soup a few times a week.
Bone stock soup. Wow.
Yeah, it's really rich in amino acids that really help repair the mucosal lining. You could use gelatin or collagen supplements, but I prefer the bone stock soup. It's, probably like 25 capsules worth of those amino acids in one bowl. So it's a great way to do it, and it tastes good.
Are you on the road today, or are you home?
Yeah, I'm packing up. I'm heading to Detroit tomorrow morning at like 5 in the morning. So getting ready.
What's going on in Detroit? What are you going to do?
Oh, there's some health fairs, and we're doing some trainings at all our top accounts, and out there trying to teach people about health and wellness, and especially digestive health.
All right. Visit gardenoflife.com. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids